Warning. Censorship. Warning.
It doesn't matter about your race, your religion, sex. Let go of the labels. United, we can't be beaten. Through unity comes freedom.
Following the enormous turnouts at Freedom Day rallies in capital cities across Australia, the mainstream media scrambled to find someone they can blame. It didn't take long for them to label it a far-right conspiracy linked to people they hate most, and this lie was repeated by leftists everywhere, including Labor Senator Christina Keneally, who is the Shadow Minister for Home Affairs and Immigration, if you don't know. Truth is, the lockdown rallies we saw across our country over the weekend were some of the most politically and racially diverse protests our country have ever seen. There were people from all walks of life, mums, dads, grannies, left-wing, right-wing, Muslims, Jews, Christians, atheists, tradies, professionals. Certainly not all far-right other Yemini fans. The vast majority were average, level-headed people just against the crippling lockdowns and restrictions. There were also some crazies here, like this guy, for example.
It's the Jews!
I don't know, I must have missed that memo from my rabbi. But seriously, the mainstream media painted the protests as if this guy was the majority when he wasn't. He was a weirdo alone in a crowd of thousands.
What's your problem?
You know what my problem is,
What's
mate.
the problem, the
Read
Jews?
Read the sign, mate.
Q-U-I. What does that mean?
Yeah, you figure it out. You're a smart guy, aren't you? Or you're not.
Watch where you're walking there, buddy. All right.
Now, he wasn't the only one there who blames COVID on the Jews or Zionists.
This is the biggest crowd you've seen.
I think this is the biggest
Are you
crowd.
only with us because you're not on the reciprocating end of the gun? Are you only with us because you're not the one holding the guns towards us?
Yeah, that's exactly
I'm
what.
just asking, because you're a Zionist, aren't you?
I am a Zionist. Do you know what a Zionist is?
Yeah, I do, It's a shame. You're only in this movement.
I hate when people my size pick on me.
Another one with confused ideas, bless her heart. That's her opinion. It doesn't bother me. What does bother me is how, again, the mainstream media focused on that handful of misguided people to avoid admitting how diverse and chill and happy it really was.
What's happening, lads? What's going on? Are you guys representing the wogs today?
Heck yeah!
Excuse me, mate. Can I ask you, why is your dog not wearing a mask in public?
No, relax.
Maltese.
Maltese? Macedonian? Macedonian. This is the problem with anti-maskers. They get violent immediately. I'm a bit naive on the politics of that specific region. Are you guys really mates?
That's my sister.
Okay, so you're definitely not mates. I've got 6 sisters, I know how that is. We're not.
We had a punch on this morning.
I got a dog before, a dog without a mask, and I went to confront the little beast, and it tried to bite me.
Really?
I knew anti-maskers are violent animals.
That's exactly right.
Maltese and Macedonians get on?
Yeah, we do. It's the Maltese and it's the Massos and
the
Greeks
Greeks.
don't get on.
And whose fault is it, the Greeks or the Massos?
Of course it's the Greeks.
100%, mate. There's those Souvlakis.
That's right. They're Malakas.
This one's a nice anti-masker. Mwah. To be honest with me, I want honesty. Does your dog here, get a photo of the dog, your maskless dog, it has white privilege, doesn't it?
We don't wear masks for the same reason we don't muzzle our dog.
Well, how did you feel about what you're seeing in France?
Oh, it was unbelievable. Fantastic.
This is the first time in my life that I thought, damn, I want some Frenchie in my life.
I wouldn't go that far.
Exactly. We've never worn a muzzle. Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
White, so that's a yes to the white privilege.
Straight from China.
Is it Wuhan vape?
Cheers, mate.
It's Delta, mate. It's changed. Wuhan is racist. That's a long time ago. Stop holding on to old racial structures.
It's the Delta strain.
It's the Delta strain, which didn't come from India.
And again, the narrative that the crowd were far-right other Yemini fans is laughable. There were plenty of people there who disagree with a lot of my politics. Take this Arab chap, for example. As you can imagine, we don't see eye to eye on a range of issues.
No, when you're on this shit, you're alright.
We can talk about the other shit when you want.
Whenever you want, bro.
Look at that. Is it possible that the fight for freedom is, in fact, creating a channel for discourse between people who would normally never talk? That sounds like a good thing, uniting the Australian community. Shouldn't that be celebrated? by the same people who are trying to label it as far right. It's not only Aussie Israelis and Aussie Arabs finding common ground through this all. Remember Eggboy? He became an international hero of the left after this stunt.
Overwhelmingly, Eggboy is being hailed a hero. A GoFundMe for the team, raising tens of thousands of dollars.
He's a national hero.
Hero boy. The real cause of Fraser Anning getting hit with an egg is Fraser Anning saying things that prompt people to throw eggs at him.
Well, I actually wasn't going to air the following clip to protect him from the same people who celebrated him just a couple of years ago, leading to the large platform he now has. But yesterday, Eggboy shared, the wrong opinion on his Instagram and quickly got cancelled by the Twitter mob. So, now that he's outed himself, I believe it's essential to share. Again, just to demonstrate how diverse the anti-lockdown movement and protests really are.
What do you mean meditating?
There was a row
over here today.
over there.
Today?
Yeah. And I wanted to show them peace, and I meditated in front of them.
Do you have it on video and everything?
I don't.
As you see there, he's clearly shook by being arrested and fined for meditating at the protest. He's approached us for help. And guess what? Even though I hold very different views regarding probably most of his other activism, including, by the way, egging of a senator that he didn't like, we will happily fight his fine through our fightthefines.com.au initiative. So you tell me who the tolerant Australians are. The ones willing to fight for the rights of every Australian, or those who will destroy anyone, even their own, if it progresses their agenda.
Send it to us on Fight the Fines, and then they'll look at it and tell us a story.
Yeah, I love you. I love you.
If you enjoyed this report, make sure to share it far and wide, because it certainly wasn't the story the mainstream media told. And if you want to ensure that you can continue to receive our stories, even if they try to cancel us, sign up to the Yemini Report, yeminireport.com, so I can send you these reports directly. Sign up now, yeminireport.com.